State management isn't actually hard, but most inspiring developers make it harder than it needs to be. It's not because you're bad at coding or you don't understand the concept, but it's because the ecosystem throws hundreds of tools at you before you actually even master the basics. So let me explain the real reason state feels confusing and how to fix it permanently going forward. Most new developers jump straight into Redux or ZooStan before they actually understand how React handles regular component state. They think that they need a global state library for every project. But the truth is, local state solves about 70% of the problems you'll ever have in a real world, real React Native or React project. And the funny thing is, most tenured developers won't reach for Redux unless they absolutely have to. They're going to reach for the simplest solution that actually works. So let's simplify it. React has three levels of state. Number one, local state. This is your use state, your use reducer. The state actually belongs to a specific component. Number two, shared state. This is when a parent component needs to pass data to the children. You solve this with props. Number three, global state. This is what you should use only when multiple distant parts of the application need the same information and you don't want to drill props through 10 layers. The problem with most new developers is they jump straight to level three before understanding level one and level two. So here's an easier way to think about it. State flow should be local, shared, and then global in that order. If something can stay local, keep it local. If multiple components need it, lift it up and pass it down. Only when your app becomes too complex, then you want to lift past your application should you reach for ZooStan, Context, or maybe even Redux. Let me give you an example. Start with the simple counter in a component. That's going to be local. If you have three components that all need to know the counter value, lift that state up to a shared parent and pass it down. Still simple. Only when something like a user authentication or a theme or an app-wide setting needs to be assessed everywhere, should you place it into global state. But here's the real secret. Most of the time, what people think requires global state actually doesn't. They just don't know how to structure it in their components. So here's how to fix the problem permanently. Before you install a state management library, ask yourself three questions. Number one, does this state truly need to be global? Number two, can I solve this by lifting this state up instead? And number three, will using a library actually make this simpler? If the answer to the first two is no, and the answer to the third is yes, then go ahead. Use ZooStan, use Context, use Redux. If not, stick with simple React. You want to master state by understanding the basics first. State only becomes complicated when you try to solve simple problems with advanced tools. Remember, keep it simple, keep it local, grow upward only when you need to. That's how you stop struggling with state management and start controlling your app with confidence.